Welcome to our webinar. So today's webinar is going to be registered because we will then put it on YouTube, so you can rewatch it if you need. So today's webinar is a discussion between our program director, Dr. Tavella, and our alumna, Julie Otsma. So welcome to the both of you, and thank you for being here today. If you want to maybe introduce yourself, Julie, you can tell us when you graduated, and then I will leave the floor to you too, so you can answer the question that we have. And also for everyone watching the webinar, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. So by the end of the webinar and the discussion, the professor and the alumni would be able to answer them for you. Thank you very much.
Yes, so I can start with introducing myself. So my name is Julie. I am originally from Norway, and I submitted our final assignment, the capstone project, in February this year, and then we have the official graduation in December. And I studied Master of Sustainability and Innovation Management at IUM.
Great, Julie. Thank you so much for joining us today. I think it's so important for young people considering to study sustainability to hear about your experience as a student, and also to hear about your amazing experience that you have started as an entrepreneur. And I was wondering, is sustainability something that you always wanted to study, something that you knew like for a long time that you wanted to go for, or how did you find out that you wanted to go for a sustainability program?
So it wasn't really something that I had thought about for a long time, but during the last year, the term sustainability was something that was used more and more, and also at my workplace in Norway. And I didn't really know what it was. Everyone was talking about it, and I was curious to learn more about it. And I realized that I wanted to get valuable knowledge for the job market, and it was more and more important for the companies as well. So that's why I ended up going for this program.
Great. So, like basically, you took the courses during the 10 months at IUM, and then you decided to go for the entrepreneurial project as a capstone project. So, what would you say were like the key aspects of the program that helped you the most in your entrepreneurial experience?
I guess so. We had a lot of entrepreneurial courses that, of course, helped a lot with design thinking and market research and like everything, how to start a company from A to Z. So, of course, that was something that was very helpful. And then also during the capstone project, I had the advisor Alessio, which also helped me a lot. I think that was very important for my journey to help me stay on track and to stay motivated. So I would say those two elements, and also because I felt like the study was very connected with real work life. So it was easy to get inspired by meeting so many innovative and smart people.
Great. So this means that like both the courses you took, especially for you, the entrepreneurship courses, and then also your advisor, a professor of IUM, like were key in shaping your entrepreneurial experience that you have had so far. That's really great to hear that, like the combination of content and people can really make a difference to one's decision on which direction to go. And in terms of skills or competencies, like during the courses, you got some knowledge, you developed some skills. Which would you say that were important for you then, like for starting the work on your own business model?
I feel like I have been using many of the courses that we had because it's a very broad course. So you learn everything from sustainable strategy and to finance and the entrepreneurial courses and marketing. Like you need all these courses when you're doing a startup because you have to think about the whole aspect of it. So it's difficult to like just pick out a few. Yeah, I think I needed every single course that we had.
Great to hear. Great to hear that. Like that, the program as a package, we could say the entire pool of courses is like fundamental or essential to I don't know, like an entrepreneurial career as you just kicked off. Could you actually tell us a little bit more about your entrepreneurial project? Because I'm quite sure that the audience is by now like wondering, okay, what did Julie work on more specifically?
Yeah. So I started a project working on an app helping women reduce impulse shopping. The shopping industry is more polluting than the aviation and the maritime industry combined. So we are building an app that help track how much money you save and also how much emissions you save by not shopping. And then we also have some other tools to get better insights into your shopping habits and to help you change your habits and have a more sustainable lifestyle.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, definitely this is a huge problem, like highly polluting industry, basically the clothing industry. I have also read like yesterday in a newspaper that the French government is trying to, I don't know, impose sanctions or I don't know, somehow penalize fast fashion companies such as Shein and Primark or how it's called, but basically it would be the first government trying to penalize companies producing fast fashion because it's really such a huge problem. So definitely your project ties very well into current efforts at governmental level to try to reduce consumption of fast fashion. When you were deciding whether to do an internship or do a master thesis or do the entrepreneurial project, what were the main aspects that helped you decide to choose and go for the entrepreneurial project?
So in the beginning, I actually decided to do an internship, sorry. And that was my goal for a long time. But then I've always had an entrepreneurial mindset, and I've thought about starting a business from time to time in the past. And then, like last minute, I just felt like perhaps this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity because I can do it as a part of the program and I can get an advisor to help me along the way. And I think that it's a kind of unique position to be in if you want to try to do a startup. So that was what changed my mind in the last minute.
Yeah, definitely. The timing, I'm sure the timing plays a key role here because sometimes we just have, as you say, either the supervisor, the network, the time, the space in life where we can do certain things. I'm sure it also takes courage, a lot of courage to develop your own startup, especially like for those who say, okay, this is something really that I would like to make a profession, a job out of it, to live out of it. What would you say are the biggest challenges that you have faced while working on the entrepreneurial project? And how did you handle them, address them?
So there have been many challenges, of course. I have been working on this since June last year, so it's 8 months or something like that. So there are, of course, a lot of ups and downs. One month you fully believe in it and you can see like the light at the end of the tunnel, and other times you lost hope and you're just like, oh, why am I wasting my time? So that has definitely been a challenge. For me, it helped a lot to have a co-founder, because then you have someone to talk to along the way and you can discuss. And if one of you is having a lack of motivation, then you can motivate each other. And you it's also very important for the development of the idea to have someone to discuss with and continue to be creative. And I think it's a benefit for startups to never view the product as a final product, but something that is in continuous development. And yeah, like time, of course, it takes a lot of time, so you have to be motivated and interested in what you're doing. Um, but I think that the biggest challenge has been to stay on track with everything else that happens in life. You work, school, friends. It's important to have a balance. But when you believe in the idea and you have done enough market research, I think that's also very important, that you've done enough research so that you can actually validate the product. So you have a good foundation to argument for why you should spend time on this. That's also quite important, I think.
Yeah, Julia, you are mentioning some very, very interesting points. Just, to highlight some of them. Never giving up. Yes, it is difficult. It can be difficult, especially when it goes to developing your own startup. But yes, if you really believe in it, you never give up. And it's also supposed to be like that. Like as you also said, like it's an idea, a business model that keeps on developing, keeps on getting better and better. And another point, like not be alone, but try to have, yes, a team. In your case, you had a co-founder, which was amazing, like that you were able to attract a co-founder, helping you with expertise. And also, as you said, helping with the motivation. That was really, really great. And another very important thing that you mentioned, I truly believe that we know when we talk about sustainability, we also need to take care of ourselves so that we can help have a benefit to both the people and the planet, meaning you said to have a balance. If we really want to contribute to changing something, doing something better, if I may say so, in the world, we need also to make sure that we are well balanced and that we are healthy as well. I'm just double checking with Matilda whether there are any questions from the audience, because this is also supposed to be a conversation with our audience where people can write their questions in the chat.
We have a few questions already, so it's up to you if you want me to ask them now or later on.
Yeah, please, yes.
So we have a question for Julie asking, did you launch your application yet, or are you still working on it? Like, at which step are you now, and how is it going?
Yeah, so one thing I learned quite early on is that when I was beginning on this project, I was like, yes, I will have this app launched in 3 months. But I've learned that things take time, and it's better to do things properly than to rush it. So right now we are at the stage where I have a developer on the team as a co-founder as well. And we have built like the first version of the prototype. But now we have to do data modeling and to prepare everything to start to build the app. So this is the stage where we are at now. And it would be ideal to launch before Christmas or right after New Year's. So that's what we are aiming for at the moment.
Okay, thank you, Julie. And one more question about your project is by the end of your capstone project, so when you finish working for the 6 months on your capstone project, did you have to give a presentation or to give back a paper on what you worked on? How does it work exactly?
So first you submit your business plan, and on this you get a lot of help from your advisor as well to help you along the way. And then you have a final presentation in front of a jury, and then you are done.
Okay, thank you. And maybe you could tell us who was your advisor during this project? Was it a professor or someone
It
else?
was Alessio. He's a professor at school. He's working mostly with the MBA students.
Okay.
And yeah.
Thank you. And one question may be more for you, Elena, but maybe Julie, you know as well. Do you have any idea in what industry most of the people after graduation are working in, or what are they aiming for? Because we know that some students just recently graduated, but do you know what kind of company they want to go for?
Well, I believe most want to go more for a corporation. I mean, if you look at the sustainability master at IUM and the cohort of last year, the majority of the students did an internship. And interesting enough was that several did an internship at foundations. So we had 3/4 who did an internship with foundations working on climate change. So what does this tell us? That there is a big interest of non-for-profit organizations also to hire or to get interns from sustainability programs. And also what I read today is that, yes, managerial roles are increasingly important, especially then with after some years of experience, like to be part of more of the corporate governance, like the teams that work in a company together with the CSO, Corporate Sustainability Officer, together with this person. Corporations are trying more and more to develop teams that are in charge of the reporting and the disclosure. So yes, but yes, for sure, entrepreneurship, the development of startups is key, is absolutely necessary and needed more sustainable way of doing business, because it's the startups which bring in often the new technologies, the new ideas that can really solve some of the pressing issues of sustainability.
Okay, thank you, Elena. And we have one more question. So if you guys have any more questions, do not hesitate to write them in the chat. But Julie, for example, we understood that you did not study sustainability before. So first, is it possible for sure to enter the program if you did not study it before? And maybe from Julie's point of view, how hard is it to get into this field of expertise when you have not a lot of knowledge about it and didn't study it before?
I think if you haven't studied sustainability before, it's not the problem at all. It's you learn everything from basics. So if you paid attention in like basic school, you should be fine.
Thank you. So, Elena, you confirm that the candidates do not need to study sustainability before.
Yeah, exactly. Totally confirm. Because the reality is there will be mixed cohorts. Some will have a background in business administration, some in ecology, agricultural sciences, law. Can also be a background that's then some of the law graduates want to go into a sustainability direction. Engineers might also want to go for such type of degree. And yes, the way the program is structured is that the first semester was set up to be introductory, meaning providing introduction to managerial aspects, accounting aspects, strategy, and so on and so forth, and also introductory topics related to economic and social aspects of sustainability. So yes, definitely, we welcome a broad range of backgrounds.
Great to know. Also, maybe for you, Julie, what kind of event, because we talk a lot about hands-on experience, experiential learning. So do you remember, and maybe can you talk to us a bit about what event did you attend concerning sustainability while you were at IUM? And if Elena, you want to give some example as well.
So there were several events. There is especially one that we got invited to that I remember very well, because during the Monaco Ocean Week, we were invited to join the roundtables discussions with professionals and top leaders from all over the world, discussing challenges and innovation in sustainability in the ocean industry. I think that was a highlight from my student journey. And then there were several local events. Elena, maybe you can say a little bit more about it.
Yes, so basically I can give you some insight into some of the events students went to this year and last year. Last year, students went to a space conference where there were some presentations about space missions to trace climate change on Earth. Basically, you can monitor what happens on the planet from space. And interesting enough, this is an idea that we took on further this year to the Applied Business Project, where together with Filippo Cerajoli, like last year with Julie, a practitioner, the students basically work on the cross-fertilization between aerospace and shipbuilding. So the idea is to come up with an idea of an innovative, sustainable boat that is inspired by aerospace technology, because the idea is here to test technology in space and see how it could be transferred to shipping, yachting, or also car manufacturing. This is one thing. And also the students attended the yacht show, where it's of course a bit limited in terms of the boats you can see there, but still there were some smaller exhibition of decarbonizing yachting, more like on having hybrid solutions for the boats, basically for the ships. Yes. And of course, we have regularly guest speakers coming in, showcasing different topics of sustainability. Some of them present, for example, their successful projects, if they are startups, or some others may talk about their companies and how the companies are working on sustainable development. We had, for example, the Association of Elafonisos coming in, a Greek island working basically on managing massive tourism on a very small island, tourists leaving back a lot of garbage, polluting the island during their one-day stay on the island. And for example, this association is also working on project to fight the lionfish killing oceans. And basically they are trying, to find solutions to catch the fish, eat it, cook it, or sell it to stores in the different possibilities that researchers are basically working right now.
Okay, thank you. On my side, I have two more questions from viewers. So again, if you want to ask any more questions, or Elena, if you have any question to ask to Julie, you can go on. But I will start with one. So Julie chose the entrepreneurial project. You mentioned quickly the internship, the professional internship, but someone is asking what other option they have.
Yeah, I can also take this one. So basically the options are doing an internship, the entrepreneurial project, writing a traditional master thesis, as some of you might know from the bachelor studies, or the other option is to do a consultancy project for a company. So most of the students go for an internship in a company of their choice, and some do the entrepreneurial project as Julie did. This year, one is also going to do basically a consultancy project for a company. So basically, it's at the intersection between doing a piece of research and doing consultancy for the company. So it's both informed by practice and the literature. And the students can here choose what they would like to work on.
Okay, and someone is asking about networking because we talk a lot about our career center and networking events. So maybe, Julie, you can tell us about your experience while at IUM, and also if maybe it helped you in developing your activity and your business project.
Yeah, so yes, we have a lot of networking cocktails, networking events that the students can participate on. I think for me it was mostly beneficial with the networking part with the different professors that we had, and then during one of the courses we had a lot of guest lectures, and just being active in those sessions and asking questions and talking to them was very interesting and inspiring. And also in terms of internship opportunities later on, it's a great way to build connections.
Yeah, I believe that if I may add to Julie's point, is that, like, as Julie said, through the professors and the guest speakers, part of the courses, you can get an opportunity to ask for an internship if there is somebody you would like to work with or who may know other people. And the same is for the entrepreneurship idea. I know the students are going to Monaco Tech, where they work on entrepreneurial ideas together with other students from other programs, also studying at IUM. Why not also develop an idea with other students from other programs? It might be that there are complementary resources and capabilities between students, and why not develop a student team that could also be an opportunity, actually.
Okay, thank you so much. So on my side, I don't see any other questions from the viewers. So I think that is it on my side. Thank you very much to the both of you. Julie, thank you very much for coming back a bit at IUM, and we wish you all the best on launching your project, and we will try to follow it as fast as possible.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Julie, for joining us. And keep us posted. Good luck with everything in the upcoming months.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. So thank you. See you.
Thank you very much, Julie. Thank you.